Nora Velen was a shy, soft-spoken young waitress who had only been working at the elite Aurelia Hotel for 2 weeks. The hotel was a world far removed from her own, filled with marble floors, crystal chandeliers, and people who carried wealth like perfume. Guests hardly noticed the staff, and Nora blended into the background, quietly fulfilling her duties. Her life had always been lived in silence, not just outwardly but emotionally. Her father left when she was 12, leaving her mother to manage double shifts to keep their home running. During those lonely evenings, Nora learned sign language to communicate with her deaf younger brother, Eli. Sign language became her comfort, a world where words couldn't hurt and silence wasn't empty. But entering the polished realm of Aurelia made her feel invisible, intimidated, and out of place. Still, she worked hard, unaware that destiny was waiting for her that very afternoon, one moment that would change her life and touch hearts she never expected to reach. Nora was assigned to serve billionaire Adrian Cole and his mother, Margaret, a woman known for her grace and elegance. Adrian, brilliant but cold, carried a reputation of emotional distance. As Nora approached their table, nervousness made her palms damp. But then she noticed something that stopped her. Margaret wasn't responding to the waiter's questions normally. Instead, she attempted to read lips, wearing a subtle hearing aid. Nora instantly recognized the struggle. She had lived those moments with Eli. Before Adrian could show impatience, Nora took a deep breath and began signing gently. "Would you like still or sparkling water?" The dining hall seemed to pause in astonishment. Margaret's eyes widened, filling with tears of being understood, seen, spoken to in her language. She signed back in surprise, asking if Nora knew sign language. Nora nodded shyly, unaware that this tender exchange would melt even Adrian's hardened exterior. For the first time in a long while, his mother was truly smiling, not politely, but joyfully. As the meal continued, a quiet magic filled the table. Nora didn't simply serve food, she communicated with heart. Every question, every menu detail, every request was signed with grace and care. Margaret's eyes sparkled as she responded, her hands moving with excitement. Other guests began noticing the billionaire's mother laughing freely with the young waitress, something extremely rare. Adrian watched in stunned silence. Each sign Nora made reminded him how his mother spent years feeling isolated, neglected, or pitted by society. But Nora didn't treat her like a burden, she treated her like a person. For Nora, the moment was bittersweet. Signing carried memories of Eli, who had passed away 2 years earlier. Every gesture reminded her of him tugging her sleeve, asking questions silently. Her hands trembled with emotion, but Margaret's genuine happiness helped her stay steady. It felt as though she was sharing one more silent conversation with her late brother through Margaret. The atmosphere around them became warm, full of emotion and healing. After the meal ended, Margaret insisted on meeting Nora personally. She reached for Nora's hands and held them tightly, the same tears from earlier shimmering again. Through signs, she told Nora, "You made me feel seen. You reminded me I'm not alone." These were words filled with gratitude, depth, and long-hidden pain. Nora's eyes filled with emotion as she signed back, "You reminded me that love never disappears." The moment felt sacred, two women communicating not through words but through shared understanding and loss. Adrian stood watching, speechless. He had never seen anyone treat his mother with such natural kindness. His mother had been shielded, protected, but rarely embraced by strangers. Yet now, in the midst of a hotel dining room, a shy waitress had touched her heart more deeply than anyone had in years. Their silent conversation radiated warmth, and even staff nearby felt the emotional weight of the moment. It wasn't just a gesture, it was healing. Later, Adrian called Nora aside. She feared she had crossed boundaries and prepared for criticism. Instead, he spoke softly, something none of the staff had ever witnessed. He thanked her for giving his mother joy, explaining how she had felt isolated for so long. His voice carried vulnerability as he admitted he had forgotten the empathy his mother once taught him, lost somewhere in business wars and emotionless routines. When Nora mentioned Eli, Adrian understood the depth behind her kindness. Without hesitation, he arranged for the Aurelia Hotel to sponsor free sign language training for all employees, in memory of Eli. Nora had never asked for recognition, yet her act created change. Adrian also offered her a full scholarship to study special education, telling her she had a gift the world desperately needed. Her heart trembled with gratitude. A quiet, shy waitress had unknowingly sparked a movement of compassion in one of the most powerful hotels in the city. The story of the afternoon spread beyond the walls of Aurelia Hotel. Guests who witnessed it shared it online, calling it a symbol of silent humanity, a reminder that kindness doesn't need wealth or power, only heart. Margaret often returned to the hotel afterward, always requesting Nora, and their friendship blossomed into a beautiful bond. For Nora, each interaction carried healing. Standing by the window during her break one evening, watching sunlight bathe the skyline, she thought of Eli. She whispered a silent thank you, realizing that love always finds a way back. Sometimes through memories, sometimes through strangers, and sometimes through moments that appear ordinary but change everything. The world may have tested her with loneliness, but this moment restored her faith in compassion. Nora's simple act became proof that even in the loudest places, the softest gestures can echo the loudest. Her story became a reminder that kindness, especially the unspoken kind, never goes unnoticed and often heals hearts silently longing to be understood.